Welcome into the Independence Day edition of Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. And happy 4th of July to anybody watching this on Thursday. This is the show that focuses on the news in Giles, Lawrence, and Maury counties from the pages of your local newspapers. I'm Scott Stewart. I'm the publisher of the Lawrence County Advocate, Main Street Maury, and the Pulaski Citizen, your local newspapers. We've already had some fireworks over the past few days in Pulaski and Lawrenceburg, and Maury County's got a ton of stuff planned coming up tomorrow on the 4th of July. Found out what's been going on and what's coming up in your communities by getting a copy of your community newspaper. Now here's how you can do it. We've got traditional newspaper editions and online editions weekly, as well as daily updates on all of our websites. Pick up your copy of the traditional newspaper at markets and boxes across your county. And if you would like to have your newspaper, your local community newspaper, sent to your home each week, you can visit mainstreetmediatn.com. That's mainstreetmediatn.com for subscription information. Well, let's get this week started with our weekly wraps, beginning with Main Street Maury. On the front of Main Street Maury this week, we had told you back a little bit ago about the GM on Main Street grant that the City of Columbia received. Well, work on those downtown improvements has begun, and we've got photos right there on the front page. Also on the front, Spring Hill hired its first electrical inspector, and local officials, the Spring Hill officials, are touting it as a move closer to becoming a full-service codes department. And the plans to build a new hospital in Spring Hill continue to move forward. Columbia's UT Extension Office has announced the creation of a pollinator garden to serve as a place for people to learn how pollinations impact the environment. Finally, on the front, we've got a list of activities available in Maury County to make sure you get your premium Independence Day experience. So don't miss that. And that's just the front page, guys. Main Street Maury is packed full of a whole lot more. Let's see what we got. Inside, we've got Spring Hill and Battle Creek Middle Schools learning who their principals are going to be. We got Columbia Fire Captain Will Craft becoming certified as a training officer. Maury Fire responded to a church fire in Centerville. A man was sentenced in connection with the fire at Columbia Kroger back in 2022. And Maury County officials are searching for 3 children who are believed to be missing and endangered. All of those inside this week's edition of Main Street Maury. Hey, if you're going to be cooking for the 4th of July weekend, there's only one place you can go to get everything you need, and that's Piggly Wiggly down at Neely's Mill Shops. Hey, and there's only one place that you can find those deals, and they're in beautiful red, white, and blue this week, and that's in Main Street Maury. So make sure you pick up a copy of your local newspaper, Main Street Maury, on your way to Piggly Wiggly, so you'll know what all the deals are and load up on some of that great food and great deals at the Pig. We've got local obituary notices this week. We've got Miss Cheap's T-shirt and coat drive kicking off. We got local weather from the Tennessee Valley Weather Team down there. And community events, we've got local college student achievements, the Spring Hill, Columbia, and Mount Pleasant Library's July schedule of events, your local church directory. We got local government public notices and comics and puzzles all in this week's Main Street Maury. And that's just some of the news and lifestyle stuff that's in Main Street Maury this week. No way we got time to go all over all of it, but we do have time. There's a little bit of time left, and that's for Mo. Let's go see what's going on in sports.
Hey, I'm Maurice Patton, sports editor at Main Street Maury. This week's print edition includes some coverage of one of our local standouts who kind of took center stage out at Omaha last week as the University of Tennessee won its national championship at the Men's College World Series. We've checked in with Columbia Academy baseball coach Richie Estep to get his reflections on Kavaris Tears, who drove in the game-winning run in Game 3 of that 6-5 victory against Texas A&M last Monday night. So, again, coverage there. We've also got coverage of a former area baseball coach, specifically Mike Korn of Columbia State, made a move here in the last little bit, taking his first high school baseball coaching gig. So we've got some coverage of that. And speaking of high schools, A area girls basketball coach has left the area, stepped down at Independence. Tony Hill is going to Kirkwood up in Clarksville and will be an assistant with the Lady Cobras up there. Got coverage of that as well. Our summer series, How Are You Getting Better, continues as we focus on Spring Hill wrestler Kyle Nielsen and Zion Christian multi-sport athlete, but specifically soccer player Noah Beeman. So be sure and check that out. We also have upcoming this week, we've got a couple of baseball tournaments in the area. The post 19 juniors and seniors will host their annual Independence Day Classic starting on Friday. We've got coverage of that with the schedule, and also the Columbia American 10, 11, and 12-year-old baseball teams all won district championships recently and will be in state tournament play. The 10s and 11s starting this weekend, the 11s at Maury County Park here in Columbia. We've got coverage of all of those. The 12s will be in state tournament action next week, so look for that in our upcoming Main Street Maury print edition and online at mainstreetmaury.com. So, a lot of baseball. Check it all out, both in the print edition of Main Street Maury and online at mainstreetmaury.com. Also, upcoming, probably online before you see it in print next week, Battle Creek has rounded out its coaching staff. They have named a softball coach. So we will have him, who that is, coming up again online at mainstreetmaury.com and in next week's print edition. So you can be sure and look for that as we continue to cover local sports through the summer and getting closer to football, with the dead period officially ending at midnight on Sunday night. So stay with us here again online at mainstreetmaury.com and with the print edition of Main Street Maury as we take you up to high school football and fall sports across Maury County.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily, as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.